What's up, guys? This is Titans T-Rex here. Today I've taken the Seleucids. I've got 2 archers, 12 pikes, and 6 cataphracts. I usually go for an unupgraded chariot because it saves money. It's super effective and efficient, but today I just felt like putting my cab in a wedge formation and hauling some as. I took archers because we have RV Earth facing me, playing as the Senate. Um, he apparently likes Alexander the Great because his general is in the cavalry. I'm known for being somebody who used to do that all the time, much to Cleo's dismay back in the day, and others. So he's brought the Senate, 6 cav. Most of the money's on the cav. He's definitely going for a skirmish type of thing. Probably thinking about killing my cataphracts. So that's why I'm running away, because I have 2 shitty archers. Hag has Macedon. He took between 13 and 14 pikes and either 6 or 7 archers. I'm not going to investigate. So I'm going to let Pag play with the archer army. And to counter Macedon, I assume we have Ambriorix, or Ambriori, or however you pronounce it, who took Carthage. He appears to have 3 cav, and I assume 17 Sacred Band, with most of the money on the infantry, which would be wise. And then we have, also from the RV clan with Earth, CTG. He's taken the Senate as well, but he's taken mostly infantry and a smattering of 6 Praetorian cavalry. Probably looking for a straight Rome versus Rome with Hamilcar Barca, who's taken the Brutii. He just took also a standard build, 14 urban, 6 cavalry, as you can see. So I'm not trying to get tired, but I'm already winded, which is bad because, it's from running all over the map. Pag had this weird plan to, make Carthage go on the flank, but I think these guys are a little too wise for that, and Rome's looking to peel up Macedon and make it that much easier for Carthage to go through. And then once that's done, maybe they're hoping that the one Rome on our team will use all of its Pila defending Pag. That would be pretty smart, and then without any Pila damage, Carthage will actually be pretty okay at defending itself against a Roman army, because Pila has the effect of really fucking up these guys despite their high armor. They don't have a lot of guys. It's not really like peeling a Royal Pike or even a Seleucid Pike, because it has 120 units, and after a full round of Pila, a unit of 90 or 80 men or whatever's left is still going to be good enough, especially if it's gold to gold 2, to hold out until the end, whereas that's not really the case if you peel a Sacred Band very well. But he did take a lot of them. Only drawback today is minimal cav. But on the other hand, Pag took no cav, he just took archers, because again, we were expecting Earth to play like SR, as he usually does. He's mainly a CWB player, but he also likes to play 31k with us. So I am trying not to run anymore. Even walking's bad. You want to make these guys not move if you can, and just rest them. I'm just walking really sloppily because it appears sloppily. I'm just reforming by walking because I don't want to hasten the rate at which I am getting exhausted. So, same reason. My cav are just warmed up because they're faster. So traveling over the same distance but faster, they do not. I guess horses are just way more athletic than humans, which makes sense. They've got 4 legs, blah, blah, blah. So, they're not as tired, but I'm still going to rest them because I want them to be as fresh as possible, especially if I eventually want to kill this general. Clearly, Earth does not care much for the survival of his infantry. If he did, he would have put it there, but I guess because he took so few and all the money's on the cav, he put his general where the money is. Again, this is going to hurt him because if he goes into wedge formation, which is arguably more effective at penetrating blobs of infantry, especially pikemen, which we have a lot of, his general is going to be right at the very beginning of the wedge, so it's the first person in the line of units that can die. Often, when a wedge formation general charges, you will not be surprised if it dies immediately. So right here, not a great move. You don't want cav this close to urbans that early, because if Hamilcar was a little more patient. He probably could have just peeled it, and then they're down a cav, and that's fine because this cav is going to do more damage than just a round of Pila would. He can always testudo, put it in loose, or keep it in the back, attack with it, whatever, to sort of mitigate that Pila loss as much as possible, which is already mitigated by the fact that Hamilcar would have 6 unmolested cav. So this is super boring. I hate battles like this. It's not too bad, but it just drags on forever. So I'm going to double speed. There's not much to see here. We're just using Cretans. Cretans are better than Archer Auxilia in general. These are just gold. I wouldn't be surprised if these have even more upgrades than that. And they're dying extremely fast, but I think they're just gold. So they're dying even faster. And because just so few of them are in range, we've got 6 archers plus my 2. That's at least 8. And 2, 4, hard to see. Took 6, I think. So the whole point of his army has just been negated. He just has cav and a little bit of infantry. Even on double speed, it's still really boring. I can't believe I even played this and stayed awake. But right here, we've got this little like switcheroo bullshit going on. Everyone's trying to like make Macedon not fight Carthage. Carthage is going to take the flank because Hamilcar is blobbed on top of Pag. Pag's just going to go right for the attack because he doesn't want to play the dancing game too much. And right there, Carthage is just going to slam into, or he should, in my opinion, slam into the flank of Macedon. Carthage is being defended on its flank by Praetorian Cav, which in the long run could be a bit of a problem because these urbans are not as good at defending themselves rather from Cav. So I don't really support this move because look what's happening. All these pikes are just going to die because their pikes aren't down. Just so Hamilcar can kill 1, maybe 2 units in a frontal charge on the urbans while they're still fresh, which again, especially because these urbans have Pila, isn't a great move, and that's why one of his Cav routes. I don't think that was worth it. I don't support this move people do, but to each their own. It makes more sense when the urbans are tired, and they are in a blob, so that helps also. This countercharge also wasn't a good idea because the pikes are now down, and they're just going to get slaughtered. So I do this move I like to do. I'm not charging through. If you charge through pikes when they're down, your cav die, but I'm not charging through. I just kind of walk through. Cataphracts have a mace. I'm like screaming at Pag to put his pikes down. I'm not doing what he thinks I'm doing. So all of his royals are getting slaughtered because the pikes are up. It doesn't matter that my cav is there, really. He puts them down eventually. And basically what I'm doing is I just walk through, and as you can see, the Cataphracts have a mace. The mace is really good at just bashing urbans over their fucking head and killing them. So this is why I do this move. It's very effective. And as you see, the urbans are also being pushed back, so that's good for the pikes. You want them, in the last video, the Diadochi battle, we discussed how we want units away from the actual soldiers themselves as much as possible. So, and I got good routes. I didn't lose anything yet. It was way more effective than what Hamilcar was doing with his cav. So, and that's because Cataphracts have a mace and they can kill armored units. Some units got fucked up. One unit got countercharged. I've got a pike coming in from the flank here, and I'm just gonna, at this point, I honestly decided to just go through the Romans. There's not a lot of cav here, as you can see. And I just end up battling this cav because it's Cataphracts and they'll fucking win. There's more of them. There's one cav here kind of stuck. It's still routing a unit. I don't want it here because there's pikes, or hoplites rather, over here. They're still going to kill a lot of them. I'm trying to get it through. And I don't know why this Praetorian isn't dying. Oh, it's Earths. It has like 10 upgrades on it, that's why. So, yeah, and then I'm going to get this Urban from behind that's trying to counterattack. So, because these Urbans are chasing me, I'm a little blocked. I don't want to waste stamina by running around it, so I am going to go ahead and do a nice little slice charge in these Romans here, which I'm defending against with my pikes, silver shields. Lost a cataphract there. And that charge routes 4 units immediately. So a very effective charge, and these Urbans are very tired, which is part of the reason why my units are pretty good on stamina. So the Urbans were very weak. He probably should have rested after running all over the map and then blobbing into my pikes. So These urbans are winded. I've only got one Cataphract here. It's not going to do much. I'm going to have to get the rest of my cavalry, which is pretty battle damaged. And from everything I did, Macedon doesn't kill urbans as much, especially when it's distracted by Carthage. This Cataphract attack that I did really did some damage. And I'm going to try to finish it off with a nice strike here, as you could plainly see, or maybe not. I'm thinking about actually going for Carthage, is why I delayed. I didn't think it was worth these little urbans, which are going to die anyway. It was really worth it. So I'm just going to bash right into these Sacred Band, which are in a blob with a bunch of Romans. As well, my pikes are now freaks. I killed Earth's entire army, so they're helping. And I'm also attacking with some pikes here, just pushing forward aggressively. And we've got a few units routing already. We've got another Cataphract here, which just came. That was probably Earth who just admitted defeat. I think his teammate also did. Carthage is not going to admit quite yet, but they're going to rout because of the sheer weight of Cataphracts. And Carthage was attacking Rome. That's probably why he died very fast. And yeah, a pretty quick battle after the Archer War. Not much to it. So pretty even distribution of kills. 2,200, 1,200 is kind of a lot for Sally because its infantry usually doesn't get a lot of action. That's where most of the kills are. Best hope is to use Cataphracts to get a lot of kills, which is what happened basically. Cataphracts got a fuckload of kills, 200 kills. Even the archers. Actually, no, they kind of didn't really get a lot of kills. Pikes didn't do much. Best was 100 kills. It was all my cavalry in this game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you next time.